Okay, so this lecture is basically to find out the signal similarities to predict the different signal similarities. How to do it in MATLAB. This is basically I am making for my biomedical students and the biomedical students who are doing the trend analysis for any pandemic, and also my medical students who are working on the effect of glucocorticosteroid and the to find out the uh, adrenal insufficiency of if any situation is there. So how the that from the time series data, how it can be correlated. So for that only I am making this video. So I will explain first. We will be using autocorrelation. I am not going any deep mathematics, because people who are working on dealing with statistics, they will be knowing better. Now let us see this. Say this is a. I am talking about. I am showing this example with the periodic signal. Okay. So now this is, if this is a signal, it's a sinusoidal signal. Say this is 50 hertz signal. Okay. So this is my 10 millisecond and this is my 20 millisecond. Now one signal is there which is starting, another signal is there which is starting from here. So by seeing this, it is very easy to predict that this signal, both the envelope of the or the trace of the, or you can tell the both signal are similar. Both are periodic, and the frequency is 50 hertz, but there is a time delay. That means we will obtain this signal if I shift this signal by 5 milliseconds. So by seeing from this, it is very clear. We can understand it's very easily. But say there is a lot of discrete data. You can take the this, you can take this pandemic. So lots of every day there will be data for last 2 years. So if you want to find out the similarities between the data of two states, how to do that? By simply seeing that, you may not able to predict it, or it may not be accurate also. Now, is the datas are similar, and if it is similar, then with respect to one data, after how much time this similarity is happening, this basically we are going to see. So now here we are defining a signal. Actually this is my actual signal, 50 hertz signal. So 50 hertz means 2 pi f. F is 50, so 100 pi. So first we will time we will take. The time we will be taking, this is my sampling time. Every 1 millisecond I am sampling it, and I am taking for 5 cycles, say. So that is 0.1 second. 5 cycle, 20 millisecond. Yes, 20 into 5, 0.1 second. Okay. Now this is my signal actually. Sine 2 pi, sine 2 pi, mean 100 into f, 2 pi into t. Okay, this is my actual signal. Now I am defining one more signal. Say this is sine 100 pi into t minus say 3 pi by 2. So 3 pi by 2 means pi by 2 means 5, so 15 millisecond. 3 pi by 2 means 15 millisecond. It's lagged. Then another signal, say 100 pi into t plus pi by 2. So it is lead, the signal is lead by pi by 2, means pi by 2 means 5 millisecond. If we plot it, we can see, if we plot it, so t comma y comma t comma y1 comma t comma y2. If you plot it, sorry, okay, here we will put this signal, we will put because it is matching actually. So this signal we will put say pi by 4. Now if you plot it, we can see the shifting of the three signal. Okay, you see now this blue color is the original signal, and the other two signals how they are shifted. Because here it's a periodic signal and standard signal, we can understand what is the delay. Okay, so now we want to see actually. So now from the equation itself, it is pi by 4, it is leading by pi by 4. Pi by 4 means 2 pi means 20, so pi means 10, pi by 2 5, pi by 4 means 2.25. So it is delayed by 2.25, and this is propagated ahead by 15 millisecond. So this we want to see, this kind of things we want to see for huge time series, two time series which are their sampling frequency is very high, or the data length of the data is more, and we cannot simply by seeing that as it is a periodic signal we can see it, but for those kind of discrete data it may not be possible to understand. So for that we will use one function, that is we will use this is C is the amplitude of the auto cross correlation, and we will use cross correlation, one standard function of MATLAB, and we will see this is this one is y1 comma y, this between two we will do. It is, we want to normalize, so what we will do, this is defining another variable c1 is equal to c dot divided by maximum value of absolute value of C all rows close. Okay, so now if we plot it, so plot, so it will be lagging because we have defined the lag into the sampling time. Our sampling time is 1 millisecond comma C1. Let us plot it. Now you see here the maximum peak, the maximum, because it is normalized, our amplitude is normalized. So peak is coming here, 1 is coming here. So what is that point? Let us see that. So you see it is minus 5 milliseconds. So we took which signal? We took y1 signal. So y1 means here, if you see this y1, so it is 2 pi, then it is pi, then minus pi by 2. So that means 5 millisecond, it is lagged. So you see, that's why it is coming 5 milliseconds. Let us see the same thing for the other signal. Other signal means that y2, which is lead by pi by 4, that is 2.2 millisecond. Okay. That is my problem. So here it is y2, and this is my, sorry, this one, and we will be plotting. Let us plot it. So where is this peak coming? Here only this peak coming. So let us see. So it is, you see, exactly it is around 2.25. So I have not able to point it out. So it is 2.25 millisecond. It is shifted. That means if I shift the y signal from the reference time t is equal to 0, if I shift 2.2 millisecond, then it will be matching. So basically, for huge number of discrete data, we are going to this kind of things, and we will find out what is the lag. Means, say there are various, for a particular state, for this pandemic there are peaks. I want to see whether these peaks are matching with other state data or not, and if it is matching, then what is the, after when the one state this peak came, after what time another state that same peak came. If you want to find out this kind of things, then this cross correlation will be very important. So tomorrow we will after filtering the raw data, we will try to do this exercise. Okay, thank you so much.